times out of 100 times, they pre-planted something in there, and then they suggested to the people what they heard, and that's exactly what they heard.
Yeah, like the ghost hunters people. Like the one dude graduated in like a special effects degree from college, and he met the other dude, Zach, and he was like a audio video guy, and he graduated with a degree. So they know what they're doing. And, does it make entertaining TV? Sure. But that doesn't change the fact that the stuff happened to me. And like I was saying, like the first time it happened to me, we went to a haunted house that my station, it was like a nonprofit. So I was like, yeah, we'll talk about it. And I was like, hey, give me some tickets. And it was around Halloween, and they had this big old like hospital, like tuberculosis center or whatever, and people died. But you could go there and tour it. So I took this girl who I was kind of hitting on. I'm like, hey, what's up? And she agreed to go with me. And then I found out later she was a lesbian. Yeah. That's how my life went then. But so I'm standing and they're like, get to the end of the hall, lean against the hallway and look down the hall, and you can see shadow people. And I'm trying to do this, I'm like, man, there ain't nothing down there. Like, this is some BS. I don't see nothing. People are like, oh, look, I just saw one. I'm like, no, you didn't, man. Like, this is stupid. Power of suggestion, So I'm just standing there, and I remember them earlier in the tour. They're like, don't stand against open doors. They like to come out and touch you. And, man, in one ear, out the other, especially since I didn't see no shadow people. And so we're standing there. I'm next to this girl, and I feel something touch me on my left shoulder, like tapping, like, toot, toot, toot. I'm like, the hell? And I realize I'm at the end of the line. There's nobody to my left, and I'm in the middle of a doorway.
No.
So I reach over to the right, and I feel her arms, which were in her sweatshirt and her hoodie, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I felt it again as I was like, touching her to go, okay, she's not just messing with me. And then I felt it again, and man, I flipped out, turned the flashlight on, and I pissed everybody off because I would not turn it back off. They kept saying, you're scaring them away. I'm like, that's the point. And like people were wanting me to leave and wanting me to get kicked out, but I'm not turning it off. Nope, I don't play that. That was not fun, and I was not asking for that. I just wanted to hang out with that girl, and that didn't even work out. So, yeah. And then those spirit box things, there's apps you can do too. And I wasn't buying that for a hot minute. I was like, man, this is some stupid stuff here. But the ex-girlfriend with the Ouija board, one day I get home, she's like, hey, let's do this app, And I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, I go pay for it. I'm like, I'm not paying for it. It was like $5. Well, just in principle was going to pay for it. So she paid for it with her card. So, and the reason why I mentioned that is because like nothing on that app was tied to my name. So we're going through it, and it's just doing stupid stuff. And then she starts asking questions about me, the owner. And I said, yeah. And do you know where he's from? And it started saying like mitten, beaches. I'm like, whatever. This is stupid. And it's like, what do we call him? And it said Yankee. And I'm like, okay. And then it said go in the kitchen. So we went in the kitchen. And then she asked if it knew what I looked like. And at that time I had goatee, not the beard. It said goatee. It said earrings. And then she asked if it knew my name, and it said Winfield. And I was like, you turn that thing off right now. That is Satan in your phone. I don't have time to talk to Satan tonight. That was it for me, and that's just too freaky. I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it. I believe in God. That means I believe in the devil. It means I have to believe in evil spirits. So I don't think it definitely wasn't like my grandma trying to chime in, and
I'm wondering, why do you constantly keep saying they're evil spirits? They're spirits. There are good spirits, so they're just trapped, and they're in purgatory. They're just hanging out. They don't know where to go. They're not all evil spirits. Just because they tapped you on the shoulder, they didn't give you a scratch, the mark of the Trinity or anything, correct?
Well,
I mean, those are the ones you got to watch out for.
No. See, have you just met me? Don't you know I question everything? I would question a good spirit I don't believe it. I wouldn't believe a good spirit if he came and I don't know.
Sat down and bought you coffee, but still, it's not evil. They're not all evil.
What do you want? Yeah, they are. Then they're out to trick you. Because I know if I had a chance to go up in heaven or be chilling down here, watching me do what I do, I'm gonna be chilling in heaven. And I know that's what my grandma does too. And there's a whole theory about I was watching this documentary on when people die and life after death. And they say that what we do is we go to a different dimension, sort of, because the time goes so much faster. Like when our spirit leaves the body, it's fast, like shoo. So for us, that's why we can't see them, because the time is just going by so fast for them. I mean, they're years and years and years and years, what we call years ahead, and in a different place. And that kind of made sense to me. And the people that can come back or can talk, they've kind of figured some things out or something it said. But, yeah, it'd be interesting. Not that I want to figure it out tonight, but yeah.
No, but I've had near death or death experiences also. I got in a car accident in 1994, and I actually flatlined. I think it was almost 2 minutes before they shot adrenaline into my heart. And I know everything I seen was real. I mean, I was out of my body. I looked down at myself. And again, this is why I think that I'm as sensitive as I am to spirits, is because of the things that have happened to me throughout my life. And
to crickets and stuff.
And what?
Into like crickets or toads or where are you at, man? Are you really looking for Bigfoot?
Me, I am. I'm not looking for him, but with the crap we're talking right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he came up and gave me some beef jerky or something.
I don't think they do that. I think that's just a commercial. But no,
man, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Daryl, what's up?"
It's Andy.
Where'd you go?
Daryl. Daryl is because you brought this up because you heard somebody, probably whatever you were watching or listening to, talking about the UFO footage that just got released, and
Did you see it? The Pentagon actually? That's a case file. They actually released it.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them were released from the Pentagon because it started to circulate. Somebody tapped into that and was like, "Hey, look what we got," and the Pentagon their hand was forced to release that. And those were Air Force pilots that seen that. It wasn't like they were some guy on a 747. These were trained pilots that seen these things.
Right. Well, there's a couple theories about that, and I know what you're talking about. It was released back in either 2002, 2007 at first. Like somebody leaked it, and then it leaked again in 2017. And now this time it's come around. They're like, let's just get out ahead of this thing. Yes, that was actual footage. Yes, it was, and it's unidentified, so we don't really know. But the theory is that they wanted to see the actual natural reaction from some of their fighter pilots. So that's why they sent them out there to see it, because a lot of people think it's something that we already know about. Like, it's our stuff. And we just wanted to get the natural reaction from a pilot. What are they going to do when they see this thing? Are they going to freak out? Are they going to identify it? Or what's going on? We want to see the reaction. And it was kind of like a little test, almost, you could say. A little experiment to see how they'd react. And that's actually ours, which I believe that. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that the government keeps from us. You know that.
Absolutely. It happens every day. I mean, that's why they call it paranormal or unexplained. I mean,
mm-hmm.
It's an unidentified flying object because we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Or at least the guys that are looking at it don't. The way you're explaining that is that the government knows what it is.
Mm-hmm. Because it's theirs.
Right?
Yes, it's ours. It's the government. It's yours and mine. Like, we want to go
You're
fly
trailing
it
off on me, brother.
I think you're trailing off on us.
I mean,
do you want to give a shout out to your service provider?
It's just you can go down a big rabbit hole, if you will.
Yeah, that sounds great, Jamie. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're really breaking up, Corey. What did you say?
I don't know. I was just kind of
This is horrible.
Waiting for you to come back. Who's your service provider?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Jesus Lord. Please
AT&T.
get Jamie a new phone. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense.
This is crazy.
They're not known for their excellent service. Yeah, well, I mean...
I don't know what to do here. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right, well, we're going to have to cut Jamie off a little bit short tonight, apparently.
They're trying to block our air.
See, once we start talking about the truth...
Are you there?
The government, is it the government or is it the aliens?
This is crazy.
All right. Well, I'm just going to have to make the executive decision to Jamie.
Can you hear me?
I'm going to make the executive decision to hang up.
This sucks.
Okay, he's gone. So, Jamie, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. Sorry that Sasquatch hunting with AT&T phone isn't the way to go. And at least you know that now. If you're ever going to go look for Bigfoot or you get yourself a Bigfoot license, you're going to go hunting, don't take AT&T phone. You're probably going to want like a satellite phone for where you're going to go to catch Bigfoot. Yeah. So, new website. Blog. Well, we have the same website, but I changed a few things on there, and we're going to have somebody else writing a blog for us. I'm pretty excited about this, and I'll tell you more once the details become more, I guess they're official, but once the new blog is posted from this person, I'll share it with everybody, of course, on Facebook, and I'll probably be sent out through emails to everybody as well. But yeah, so look for that coming soon. And while I was doing that, I decided I was going to start my own blog and call it Mondays. And I'm going to do a blog every Monday. And kind of off the theme of the Steve Harvey, you know, to make lists. And they're going to be lists that I make every Monday. Well, this last Monday, though, I just made a list for the year. But every Monday, I'll make a little list, and then I'll kind of check in with the list through the podcast and update it the next week. You know, hey, this is what I crossed off. This is what I accomplished. And realistic goals. You know, I put some goals on there if you want to see the goals that I have and the things that I've asked for and the things that I want, the things that I'm working for. It's at 217recovery.com/Mondays. We'll take you to the blog. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like Jamie said earlier about Steve Harvey saying that, you know, to write things down. And therapist of mine when I was in treatment last told me to do that, and I did. And I completed all of the things. And I realized that, yeah, it's been a few months since I completed that first list, so it's definitely time for a new one. And it just keeps you motivated. And I actually keep the list in my pocket. I put it in my wallet, so you don't have to do that, but if you want to, check it out. Read the blog, though, 217recovery.com. Kind of changed some things on the main page, and like I said, the new blog. But appreciate you listening tonight. Going to cut it a little bit short. I know Jamie wanted to talk more about UFOs. He also wanted to talk more about Steve Harvey. And I pray that Jamie gets a new phone and gets this, maybe if he gets this unemployment figured out, he can get that new phone, get a new service or something. I don't know, but thanks for listening. Appreciate it, and share us with your friends. Blogs, podcasts, listen to them all. 217recovery.com. Talk to you Thursday.